we're almost through week 2 of summer vacation. Last week was kind of a bummer for my family because we got the stomach bug. Not all of us, fortunately, but enough of us got the stomach bug that it messed up our plans a little bit, but that's okay. It was the week before camp started, so maybe it's a good thing that they got the stomach bug then, because maybe now it'll be over with for a little while. I am super excited. So my older kids are going to new schools next year, and actually my little guy is going to a different school next year too. But the school is hyper organized, and I already have their required reading for the summer, their required math, all of the stuff that they're going to need for next year. And two of my kids are going to the same school. My older daughter is going to a different school, and then my little guy is going to a different school. My two that are in the same school, they have this crazy summer reading challenge where like the amount of pages sounds really high until you break it down by how many books it actually is. But it's a lot of reading, and of course it's my two kids that don't love to read, that have to read that many pages. My older kiddo, who loves to read, like her nose is always in a book, just has to read 2 books, but then she has to do math and she has to do some other stuff. That's okay. But I'm trying to be organized. So today I took my oldest to CVS to pick up something, and I should have gone through the drive-thru or sent them in alone because they're 18 and they could have gone in by themselves to pick up their medication. But I went in, and I'm going to show you what I found. But I'm excited because I think there'll be a good reason for this. So I'm going to flip this. So excuse my messy car, but I found these 2 bags, and I honestly couldn't decide which one I wanted. And they were $20 each, but I conveniently had almost $20 of CVS money on my card. So what I decided to do is, this is the library book bag. And as my husband is unfortunately really well aware, I have a tendency of losing library books. I'm either super on top of it or they're all gone and I don't know where they are. So this is all the books that we have so far. This little cute pouch that came with it has our library cards, which is attached to the bag. And then this bag right here is going to be the summer learning bag. I don't have all this stuff yet, but in it is a couple of notebooks. That one I should have put in the right way. I actually have a couple notebooks in here myself because my kids, one school learns Latin and the other school is in Spanish. So I actually purchased a Duolingo subscription, and as my birthday gift to myself. So this is my Spanish notebook, and this is my Latin notebook because I'm determined to learn so I can help them. So I got that subscription so the kids can practice, as well as myself and my husband do it. My husband's way ahead of me in Spanish, but I was never very good at it, but I'm determined to learn. And this notebook is going to keep, so I have this like family planner kind of thing. So this I'm going to use to keep track of everything we need to remember, and then there's just some more miscellaneous stuff, but this will house the books that the kids are currently reading and all of their workbooks, so that the next time they want to tell me that they are bored while we're sitting at somebody else's activity or anything, honestly, I have all their stuff. I bought pre-sharpened pencils because I can't figure out what I did with my pencil sharpener. I'm going to carry a huge case of already sharpened, ready to go pencils because, well, I could bring a pencil sharpener with us. If anyone's had one of those open in a bag, it's not fun to clean up. No one wants to deal with that. So I'll just sharpen them at home as needed. And then I have all of their books coming for next week because it's Thursday. I could have had them here tomorrow or Saturday, but honestly, we're not going to do it this weekend, so might as well do it next week. And for certain things on Amazon, when you push it off a few days, they give you a digital credit, so we'll just buy a movie with it or something. That's usually what I do when I don't need something right away. I save it for a movie. So that is that. So my kids are going to love me so much next week. My daughter, who's going into 6th grade, is required to do math, but I decided that my other kids are also required to do math because we're just going to do this as a family. That way there's no why do I have to, and this one doesn't, and this one this. My kids that don't have required math now have required math. My daughter, who doesn't have to do a ton of reading, well, she already loves to read, but we were going to just maybe include her in the challenge anyway, to read. And then we have a cursive workbook that is coming, and honestly, now that I think about it, I might get one for my older kiddo because she didn't really learn. Maybe I should get one for myself so that I can learn properly. And then my little one she's actually not, like, kind of anxious about learning to do cursive, so I don't know, maybe I should get her one too. I'll have to think about that. Poor credit card bill this month is going to be something brutal. Happy Father's Day to my husband. Right, like a couple $100 spent on supplies for school, but trying to be ahead of the game and get it done and be organized and not be frantic 2 weeks before school because we didn't do any of this. So that's that. So that's my organization. I am currently in search of tote bags because I think I'm going to stick with the tote theme. I heard this from the Fly Lady years ago that she had like a tote for everything that she did. And I think I'm going to do the same because I tend to have tons of bags, tons and tons of Aldi bags full of all kinds of crap. And I think instead of trying to pack and repack and worry if I forgot and do I have it or do I not have it, I'm just going to have a gymnastics bin. There's going to be a volleyball bin. There's going to be a basketball bin. Those bins might interchange as the seasons, like the sports change out. There's going to be a bin for everything, literally everything. Even Chuck E. Cheese, because we go to Chuck E. Cheese, we pay the $30 a month fee for the library. Not the library, what am I even talking about? We pay $30 a month. It's unlimited visits. And I have they have these cups that you can buy that you pay once and you can use them every time you go. I was really good about it last summer, and then I failed. We had a few months where we just unfortunately wasted the money and didn't go because we were sick and stuff happened every time we wanted to go. But between then and now, I lost the cups, and they're not super expensive, but not the point. So we have a bag. I've always held on to the key cards, but I lose the cups. So I'm going to have a bag that has the cups and our tags and things for sports. And the kids are going to be in uniforms next year. So we're going to have a bin that the uniforms go in because we tend to go from school to activity. So we're going to have just all the bins. There's going to be so many bins. And I got to figure out how I'm going to organize those because I don't know that I want to have 2 bins, one for each car. But I'm going to figure it out and it will be good. And I'm super pumped because, I'm either hyper organized or I don't know where anything is. Like, I won't even know where a shoe is of my own, never mind my kids. And since, I do kind of have that all or nothing, I'm either all in or I'm scrambling. I'm trying to really lean hard into the all in because right now it's flowing and it's working and I can figure it out and I know what I need to do. So I'm going to run with it so that way in a week or two, if I'm struggling again, I can just lean back on systems that I made when I was in a better place. So looking for tote bins, gonna go spend some more money while I sit in gymnastics on more school supplies that I remembered that I needed to get and didn't put in the original order, and to just figure out how I'm gonna apologize to my husband for everything I had to buy today. Just kidding, I don't obviously need to apologize to him for that, but he is gonna be a little bit surprised when he sees how much we had to spend, but it's okay. It's okay. So off to gymnastics I go. I've been sitting in the car a little longer now, rambling than I expected to. And I'm going to make an appearance. Not that he's going to realize I'm in here at all the entire time because he doesn't look to see if I'm here. He's just busy doing his thing. But I'd like to go watch him. So I'm going to head in. Bye.